Hey there folks, welcome back to the McGrory YouTube channel. I am filming this just before work. I have 40 minutes, but that should be fine because what we want to do today, right, is again add another race car to our fleet. In fact, can we? Do we have enough slots? We have one slot left, let's do it. Okay, so I want to build one more race car, but this one, as you can see, we only have $19,000 almost. I want to build a budget drag car. Okay, we know we can do this, we've done it before. The money that we make from drag racing we can spend on the drag car, but we need to build a very basic drag car for $20,000. So this is going to be a genuine challenge. I doubt there's going to be anything in private. I mean, that's what you want to start with, but it's expensive. We couldn't do much to it to begin with. What about smash rollers? Any rolling chassis? Oh, there is. There is. The question is, do you want old school muscle or new school muscle? I mean, they're both kind of old designs, but you know what I mean. Let's have a quick look in case there is anything else. Right, no, I think that's going to be it. So smash rollers, and I think we want, well look, actually the Barstow is £300 cheaper, sorry, £300 lighter, so let's take the Barstow. 2.5 grand, well, 2,800 bucks. It needs an engine and a transmission and rear tires, so let's deal with that in 50 seconds. There we go, first look at our rolling shell, and we're not going to look at it because we already know what this is, because this is how we started season 3. Was exactly with this rolling shell. We know what it's all about. So for this moment in time, we don't care about realism, we don't care about having seats, we don't care about steering wheel. That'll all come later on, right? We can do a tubular front. Okay, that costs 11 grand, but it does kind of get us everything we need. It does include an engine, but it's not a good engine. Can we afford to just put the LS in it? 17 grand. Oh no. Well, we can get rid of the front bumper, get rid of the dual exhaust, it's going to be loud, get rid of the grille, get rid of the 3-speed auto, but that would have to be swapped for something else. Let's have a look. So that's us got most of what we need. Where is the transmission? Right, transmission. What have we got to spend? We've got $1,200 to buy a transmission. Oh, we can't afford any of the good ones. Oh no, wait, no, it's still too expensive. Is there anything else we can get rid of? No, not really. If we get rid of the radiator support, that takes away the radiator. Okay, so 5-speed sport manual, and then just bang shift this thing. Can we do anything about... Oh, this is going to have an open diff as well, isn't it? So, what's the cheapest option? Welded diff. Yep. And I don't know how much tires are for this. There aren't even any good options, so Yeah, okay, let's run it down the strip as it is. And see what we get. Can we afford to tune? I can't see. Go away, game saved. Go away. Thank you. 280 bucks. Is it enough to just max that? Oh, it is. It is. What about lower the rear tire pressures? Why? Yes, that's free. Anything else that we think would help? Probably not. Okay, purchase. Okay, so that nets us 670 horsepower. No fuel tank! No! We forgot to buy a fuel tank. How much is a fuel tank? Is it $66? Fuel. Come on, please be... No, it's 300 bucks. Okay, right, wait. My parts. I've got 3 things. Ow! Fantastic! We can sell parts and then buy a fuel tank. Fuel tank. Right. Okay. Wait, it's the same price for a racing fuel cell. That's cool. Yeah, we'll take that. Weight over the rear tires as well. That's 320 bucks. That would leave us with 1600. Can we buy a set of drag slicks for the rear for 1600 bucks? So let's have a look. 15 by 10s, 15 by 11s, 15 by 12s. Can we get a 15 by 14? Alder draggers, 500 bucks. We can indeed. They're probably better looking. Not that it matters much, but okay, rear tires. They are Pro Drag rear tires, which, to be fair, that's effectively all we need. Wouldn't mind a little bit extra height if we could. Oh, they're all the same, so let's just pick. That's probably way too big. Don't want Pro Streets. That's a nice size tire. That is a nice size tire. That's going to work great. Okay. Let's see what this thing will run. Remember, it's still just a 5-speed manual manual gearbox. We don't know what rear end gear ratio is in it. It's stock suspension. Too much horsepower. Probably plenty of traction, but let's see if it'll all hold together. Ready for our first full throttle. Okay. First gear is crazy long, almost 90 miles an hour in first gear. So, oh, we have no brakes. We have like no brakes. Oh, that's going to be a challenge at the end of the strip. Okay, we need to be very, very careful and make sure that we get hard on the brakes as we cross the line, because those bias plies up front do not get us stopped. We probably should have thought about that and moved more of the brake bias to the rear, but hopefully after only a couple of runs this thing should make some okay money, because it is fast. I don't know how it's going to launch with a really long first gear and a manual gearbox. And in this game you can't really slip the clutch at all, you have to just kind of dump it. Which is why autos are kind of just easier for this sort of stuff, and for towing. Also I would like a trans brake. There we go. Yeah, big bog off the line. Let's get it going. We might cross the line, and yeah, third gear at 140 miles an hour. 1,200 bucks though. Okay, brakes are already overheating. Okay. That's a problem, because I don't think we can do another run right now. What we can do, however, because I believe we own the drag strip garage, don't we? Yeah, we bought that whilst we were tuning the bolide. So let's head to the drag strip garage and send... well, I suppose the rear brakes are also dying out. I don't know, let's just have a look at tuning and see if there's anything we can do. Okay, RPM limit's already set. Front camera, none of this matters. Those wheels are there just to keep the front end off the ground. They are achieving nothing. We probably could lower the PSIs and hope that they achieve something. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing. There's nothing here for us. So we're going to take our bar stool and our, what, 1,800 bucks? What have we got? 1,400 bucks back to the house and see about doing better brakes. And if we sell the transmission, we might be able to afford one of the decent automatics. Let's see. Right, let's see what we can do here. First of all, let's see what the gearbox is worth if we were to sell it. They're not worth anything, but we'll sell them anyway. They might be the $134 that we need. What's this transmission worth if we sell it? 5-speed manual is worth 556 bucks. So let's not sell it right now. Let's take a look at the prices. No. Right, so the gearbox we want is 1,600 bucks, which we can almost afford. So if we were to sell that, would the gearbox pay for the brakes that we need? Rear suspension, rear differential, no, not rear differential, rear brakes. It would indeed. Okay, so let's actually just apply these just now. We'll leave it the drum brakes just now, because a conversion's usually quite expensive. Front disc brakes, but then we'll put on full race pads. And we'll buy these. And then sell our transmission. Where is the car? There we go. And uninstall. Up to here. Sell. To be fair, the brake pads are almost paying for themselves. So it was only about $30 to do that upgrade, which is quite good. Back to front subframe, engine, transmission, and 4-speed Pro automatic. Wait, why is that now costing $2,000? Oh, because it needs the it needs the medium stall converter as well. Oh no. And they all cost the same. Okay. Any other options? Not really, unless we just go for, right, let's put a 5-speed back into it, right? But then we will put a better gear in the rear. So 373 is still not great, but you know, ideally we'd want something like a 410, but let's do it. Okay. Okay, at least it doesn't bog as bad now. But let's see what happens when we actually apply traction to the rear at the drag strip, and see if it will still spin them, or if it will. I think it's going to bog when it's gripped up, but still going to give us a better, sharper acceleration. Yeah, way better. Way better. That was almost a complete disaster. Wow. Yeah, I forgot that even though we put good brakes on, it doesn't mean we actually have good brakes. Brakes need traction. Okay, yeah, not as bad as before, but still a pretty bad bog. Kind of missed second gear there. 9.8 at 143, 1400 bucks. So yeah, actually slowed down, I think, because I hit the limiter in second. So yeah, let's get it turned back around. At least now with the race pads, we can actually do repeat runs and make a little bit of money. So let's do this again. Here we go. Actually, I feel like that was a better launch as well. Not hitting the limiter. Likes to pull left. 9.7 at 144, 1400 bucks. Okay. Right, I think one more lap and then we'll take our winnings and hopefully just make this thing a little bit more, little bit better. Sort the front end situation. I mean, like decent front wheels and tires, and I don't know, maybe more power. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I definitely know that it needs suspension work, but right now, it is actually able to put down the power. It's not lifting the front or anything, so I would say there's a few other things that could go before suspension. But yeah, we'll deal with suspension when we can no longer put down the power and safely get across the line. Right, let's have a quick look. So, where's the front subframe, front suspension? No, tubular front suspension isn't expensive. No, it genuinely just isn't expensive. So, that's cool. So we now have tubular front arms, which is nice. We need a 15x4 pizza cutter. Let's get a look. 15x4. Can we get a 15x4? No, I was going to say a matching whatever this is called, the 533 something C something 555. Clockwise, these are 5x6s, which I don't have an issue with, but for me the classics are 5x4. Could do the older Vulcan wheels, which looks smart. If we do them all in chrome, then they don't match style wise, but at first glance it's not as bad. Or I could do older Rushies. Ooh, do we do an old school dragster? Nah, I like new school. I like old school more, but I like old school. Not entirely sure why we. Oh no! Oh no! The game crashed. BRB. Okay, well it did save. I just don't know why it crashed, but anyway, let's ignore it and carry on. That is the British way. So, what were we trying to do? Right, let's do a radiator while we're here. Since I know it's cheap, right? So that's 600 bucks, which will leave us with 3.5 grand. What can we do for 3.5 grand? What does it need? Oh, yeah, gearbox. Okay, so engine, transmission. We want the Pro Drag transmission. Medium stall converter, that'll work. That'll work fine. Now we have $1,000 to spend. What do we want for $1,000? Now that we're going to have a harder launch. Ooh, how much is it to convert to the Pro Drag? No, we just can't afford that. Okay. Well, tell you what, let's not spend any money unnecessarily right now. Let's run it as it is. Because one run and we'll be able to afford the Pro Drag rear end. So let's see how it now runs with the automatic gearbox and pizza cutters up front so we can actually get stopped and have some sort of grip. Okay, picks up nice. Whoa, what are you doing, Pissman? No, 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 no. Bad Pissman. Oh, bad ETKI series. Right. This has, yeah, it's got transbrake. Sweet. Transbrake is the greatest thing to ever happen to drag racing. I'm not entirely sure that's factual. I just love them. The transbrake is so good. Maybe let me know, right? Because it turns out there's quite a few people who don't really know how to tune drag cars. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in, because, you know, I'm not the most clued up, but I do understand a few key principles. I know how to make a car reasonably fast. Like, no doubt, if you took one of my cars and let's say it was capable of a 6.5, the greatest tuner could probably get that down to a 6 flat, right? But at the end of the day, I can build cars that'll do a repeatable, safe 6.5 sort of thing. You know, I'm capable of building fast vehicles. So let me know if you're interested in learning how to do a good drag car. I've been chatting a lot to some people in the Discord, and that's one area that they struggle with. Most people know how to build a drift car. Even if you just do like the drift steering, lots of power, rear wheel drive, you can drift that. It might not be the easiest thing in the world, but you can drift that. But drag racing, if you give it lots of grip in the rear and lots of power up front, and it just does wheelies and hits walls and brakes, and you can't work out why, then, you know, that's something to learn. So let me know. So review of that run. We now launch harder and it doesn't bog much. There's suspensions kind of all over the place, which we expected would be the case. Let's get a view of this launch, right? So we've hit the green light now. It's kind of lifting the front wheel. It's kind of dipping the rear right. That's fair. It's all just a little too soft right now. So none of that body movement is actually being controlled properly. But then again, we don't have enough power to really cause much bother. So that's why I said we'll hold off suspension for now until it becomes an issue. I think if this had like an extra 200-300 horsepower, that's when we would start to see issues. But for now, we are not. So let's run this until the brakes overheat, and then either until the brakes overheat or we've made a lot of money and we're quite happy to go and spend some more. Let's do it. Okay, we have now done a few laps. The brakes did start to overheat, which is why I've kind of brought it up. Trying to think of what we should do. So in the engine, how much is okay? So that's 12 grand. Little bit rich for my blood. How much is it to turbo it? 23,000. Woo. Okay. Nitrous. Nitrous is cheap. And I think this block will take it. If we do, we'll just do the £20 nitrous oxide bottle with, screw it, the whole 250. For that though, I would like the Pro Drag rear suspension. And that hopefully okay. So the Pro Drag rear suspension doesn't actually come with good suspension. Interesting. Okay. Rear springs and shocks. So is that like the stock rings and shocks but on this new axle? Okay. Okay. Well, looks like that's about all we're going to be able to do with that. Right, we have $500 to spend, and I don't know. Don't know what to spend it on. That's fine then. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. We don't need to spend it. We do not need to spend it. So let's head back to the track and put down a time with our new extra 300 horsepower. Okay, here we go. We'll hit nitrous on the launch. Way too much, way too spicy. Had to get out of that. Let's try that again, but we'll hit the nitrous at the 60-foot mark. Okay. Perfect. Probably hit it earlier actually. An 8.9 at 160. Not bad. Okay. And go. Okay. Had it a bit earlier. Let's see what we're on this time. Give us an 8.8. 8.8. 160. Not bad. Okay, hitting it even earlier, immediately after launch. Ooh. Is that 6 territory or is that 7s? It's 6! 868! 162 grand. Okay, well, there we go. This is how you make an extreme low budget drag car. And I think that's enough for this episode. We will finish the drag car on the next one. Take it easy, guys. Catch you all later on.